Hi guys, today I'm going to be sharing with you my favourite wash day routine for 2C3A curls. Hope you enjoy! So I start off by conditioning and detangling my hair. I use the Child's Farm Strawberry and Organic Mint Conditioner and I apply it to my mid-lengths and ends. I absolutely love this conditioner, it's really versatile. And if you're following the curly girl method strictly and not using any shampoo, this is a really good co-wash. It's really light and it's got protein in it, so it makes your hair go really soft. You can get specific brushes to detangle your hair, but I just like to use my old Babyliss one. And I found a good tip is to start at the mid-length and bottom and work your way up. And I found standing under the running water really helps melt those little tangles and knots away and just make the whole process a lot faster. Next I wash my hair using the Cantu Cleansing Cream Shampoo. It's really thick, so I find I only need to use a tiny bit, and you'll know I'm only rubbing it into my scalp, not the mid-lengths and ends of my hair. It's worth noting here, I have coloured hair, so I only ever rinse my hair in warm to cool water. I don't use hot water. I don't always do this stage, but if I feel like my hair needs that little bit of extra love, I just take a little bit of the conditioner and just rake it through my ends. Next, I use an old top to squeeze out the extra moisture and make sure my hair is really detangled. I apply a tiny blob of the Boots curl cream. I make sure I'm focusing on my ends before my roots. Now if your hair's anything like mine, it only takes about 3 seconds for it to start tangling again, so I just make sure that I've brushed through each section. I've recently started using the D3 Denman brush to style my curls. I make sure I brush up and out for volume and then I slowly curl my hair around the handle. Some people will be clutching their pearls watching me do this because brushing hair is one of the curly girl rules that I break. They say that it can break up the curl pattern, and I will admit sometimes it does, but most of the time it just helps smooth down any frizz, it makes sure there's no tangles, and it just gives me really good volume. A downside to using the brush to style is it's quite time consuming, so your hair may start to dry, but that's easily remedied by just giving it a little spritz of water. The spray bottle that you saw me use there was £10 and a few pence off Amazon. It's important as well to just make sure you keep detangling your hair in between, because the Denman brush I found is very unforgiving, and if your hair has a slight knot, it will catch it. You'll notice here that I'm brushing my hair up vertically as opposed to out to the side for the top of the crown of my head. That's just another tip just for added volume. Once my hair's been brush styled, I apply a decent sized blob of the Superdrug Extra Firm Hold Mousse on each side of my hair. I use the praying hands method initially to apply the mousse and then rake it through to ensure even distribution. My hair loves a really good scrunch as well, so once I've applied all the mousse and distributed it, I make sure that it's all scrunched in, and that really helps those curls pop. The last styling product I use is the Eco Styler Argan Oil Gel. This gel is really thick, so I find it works best if I emulsify it with water beforehand. I start off by glazing it over my hair to fight any frizz, then scrunch it all in, and it just gives those curls that bit of added hold. This gel also has a small amount of protein in it, so it gives hair added strength and shine. I still have a little bit of residue on my hands here, so again I emulsify it with the water and scrunch it through. This helps remove any stickiness and just make sure that the product has melted into my hair. I also like to flip my head upside down whilst I'm scrunching, because this just lifts my hair away from my scalp, gives it that added boost. What I like to do next is a sort of wet plop buff hybrid. So I wrap my hair loosely in an old t-shirt. This just allows my hair to soak up the hair products and it keeps it out the way so it's not dripping all down my back. Once it's been on for 5 minutes or so, I unwrap my hair and then I use the same top to micro plop my hair. I find this is a good compromise because some hair doesn't react well to plopping. Now, depending on how much time you have, this is the point where you can either diffuse or air dry. When I'm diffusing, I start at the roots and I make sure that they're fully dry before I move on to my mid-lengths and ends. And you'll notice I keep flipping my head around and moving it about whilst I'm drying it. You need to make sure you're putting in the volume and movement that you want whilst your hair is still wet. The same goes for air drying. I try and avoid letting my hair stay in one place for too long. Once I feel like my hair's starting to dry, I like to gently pick up the roots, and again that just stops them sticking down and it helps create volume. Once my roots are dry, I move on to my mid-lengths and ends. I like to gently scrunch my hair up into the diffuser. This just creates added bounce. Once my cast is formed and my hair feels nice and crunchy, I use Superdrug Imbue Curl Energizing Hydration Serum to scrunch out the crunch. It's called scrunch out the crunch, but you'll notice I do praying hands before I scrunch. That's just another way of smoothing down frizz. To finish by just giving my hair a really good fluff, just to make sure it's as big as it can be. So there we have it. That was my wash day routine for 2C3A hair. Let me know in the comments what you thought and if there's anything you want to see, and I will see you soon. I should not be this nervous. Okay. No. See the baby giggling downstairs. 2 minutes of just faffing.